god.
Okay, I'm gonna go shower. Okay.
What the hell was that? It looked like one of those things for like what, horses or something?
Hey,
like
garbage girl, better not forget to wash your hands.
Or cows, I remember, like to tame them. Oh my god.
He comes back. We have to fight him together.
Right. This time, we fight, no matter what. Okay?
He can't take all three of us at the same time. We all attack him at once.
I mean, he actually could.
Are you sure you're okay?
If he had a gun or a knife or a long stick.
To choose, two of you will leave this room alive.
Oh my god, seriously.
One of you will die. You choose.
Not it.
Because no one is looking for my Polly.
This is like kind of like a weird way to start a conversation. Like, hey, here's some random picture of you playing soccer. You played soccer, right? Like, why don't you start from the beginning, lady? Like, hi, yes, Jennifer, you know, my daughter's been missing for 5 days. Like, what?
As much as we might want.
How many times we hear that?
Still, I've been through the house myself. Nothing looks out of place at all.
That doesn't mean anything.
Haven't located him yet.
Is that unusual?
Chambers is a lawyer. He's always out of town on business.
November 3rd, that's tomorrow.
State championship football game. North Mammon's finally back in it.
Show us inside.
Chief Yates, Jennifer Drew is on the phone.
Hi.
This is Agent Hotchner.
Hi, Jeff Yates. Hi, Judy. Hey, why don't you go on inside, make yourself comfortable. We'll be in a minute.
Chief Yates, there's not much of a case file yet.
Listen, I can't get anyone to agree the girls are actually missing.
What, 12 years ago?
That's right, yep.
If you were in her place, don't you think you'd be a little depressed?
Yeah.
Point taken.
Chief, if you're not sure the girls are missing, why would you request our help?
Listen, something happened. I'm just not sure what, and if it's bad, I'll take all the help I can get. Plus, your Agent Giroux can be pretty convincing.
Are the parents inside?
Well, Kelly's parents are in there. We still haven't been able to track down Brooke's father, Pete. He travels a lot. Listen, these...
You were right, Sergeant. No forced entry, no sign of struggle. If someone did attack these girls, they chose to comply pretty fast.
If. There are only two ways to immediately get compliance without the use of force. That's either the threat of force or a previously established trust.
Whoever it was, it took a lot of planning. Detailed information about the girls. When Brooke's father was gone, when the other parents were out.
How do you mean?
He knew they'd have to leave messages.
Is it the
Desperate, they
coach?
couldn't have talked to the parents directly.
It was like the coach of the team.
Should we expect a ransom demand?
Kidnappers who want money contact the families to prove they have possession of the victim. They don't call to conceal it.
Kidnappers? Are we sure they just haven't run off?
It's pretty unusual the girls left identical messages.
They feel scripted.
Why would Kelly run off?
Here's the thing. This is a football town. Kelly plays girls soccer. Our son's on the football team.
Okay.
This week, football's all anyone cares about. That didn't always sit right with Kelly.
Should it, Gil? Should her?
What a dumbass. I'm sorry, but if my girl is missing like for 5 days, I haven't heard from her at all.
Someone spent a lot of time here.
Regardless of where she is.
Has it rained since Saturday night?
I'll be worried.
No.
However, in this case, we don't believe that to be true.
The person responsible spent considerable time and energy planning the abduction. He did not do all this work to simply kill the girls once he had them. Otherwise, he would have done it at the Chambers house. He certainly seemed to know he had the time.
And he had Kelly and Polly reference Friday in the messages they left for their parents.
For what? Don't know yet, sir. Well, what's being done about it?
Sir, I'm with you.
Hello, you just got here. So.
Oh, wait a minute. Someone from this town's taking my Brooke. I want to know what the hell's being done about it.
Yes, I know, sir. If you would just come with me, I will explain everything. We just took off.
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
It was Garcia. She just ran the cigarette butts through CODIS and got a name.
Oh my God.
Donald Haas.
Don Haas is the girls' soccer coach.
Ah.
Who's Coach Haas at the pep rally?
I don't remember seeing him there, no.
Where's my daughter, you son of a bitch?
Dude, you don't know it's him.
What do you do for me?
Jesus fucking.
Take it easy. He did it before.
Did you see how he like leaped?
They're all turning on each other.
Maybe that's what he wants.
I'm not sick enough yet.
Oh my god. Okay, let's choose to kill this bitch. or they could have been planted. It just seems very convenient.
Here's the guest registry.
All right. I'll get started on these names through the computer.
In Pittsburgh, he'd been arrested for soliciting an underage prostitute.
Why did he call you?
Because I'm a lawyer. We've been friends for 30 years. We played football together in high school.
So why did you agree to help him?
Because Don swore it was a one-time thing. The guy was going through a divorce. The girl had a record.
Don Haas has an alibi for the night your daughter was taken.
What?
Video. At the exact time the other girls were leaving their scripted messages, he was at the pep rally.
Oh, my God.
But you weren't.
You said you were in Philadelphia on business last week.
I'm sorry?
How the tables turn.
You think I hurt my daughter?
We just...
There was no other choice, is there? No, Polly, I'm sorry, but there is no other. She's gonna die anyway, right? That's right, but we don't have to.
You do what you have to. Oh man. You have to kill her?
This or why we would have told you.
Well, think harder.
Let him talk, Gil.
Oh, I'm gonna take advice from somebody on mental medication.
What? Everyone knows, Judy.
So?
Can we just stay focused, please?
I'm on mental medication. I take that personally.
Your mistakes.
Oh my
But
god,
if my
shut
daughter
up,
has to pay for
guy.
them too.
Mr. Seymour, that's not helping.
That's not fair, Gil. Fair? You shut the hell up. You are nothing but a pervert. You will never get near the children of this town again.
We need to keep this as civil as possible.
It's the other girl, right? Because there's a reason why they're not just showing her to us.
I blame myself for ever letting Kelly be friends with Brooke and Polly to begin with.
Judgy couple.
Low breeding always shows through. Low
breeding.
They're bad seeds. They always have been. Don't talk about my daughter like that.
Yeah,
all right?
slap her.
All right, that's enough. What is the matter with you people? This is exactly what he wants. Your daughters are best friends. And you all have known each other most of your lives as friends.
I mean, those two are the instigators. Everyone else is just trying to, like, defend themselves from, like, their verbal attacks. Oh, so they saw his face.
Don't let this man beat you this way.
Let me guess, the daughter that they killed was the daughter of those two assholes. Because...
She's bleeding.
It's not her blood.
Brooke. Where's Kelly Seymour?
She didn't do anything.
Why does she look like
Nothing's
Eliza
happened. I'm
Dushku?
just getting her some water.
Is she talking?
Did you see where Kelly is?
We're working on it.
Agent Jerome. When you said that we all grew up together, something struck me.
What's that?
We all played football together. Don, Pete, even Chief Yates. We were all on the last championship football team.
Said we'd come.
And instead of thanking her, they question her mental state. Like, what the fuck?
The past 6 days. No matter what. This will all be a memory someday.
Starving. They had no food, nothing to eat except for their friends who had died. They were good people, but they didn't have a choice. They did what they had to do.
Oh my god. Ooh, hurry up. the trash guy. That makes sense.
Good job.
I'm assuming he's kind of expecting them to show up because he did show her his face. Yeah, but that doesn't make you innocent, dude.
All I did was show them who they really are.
And kidnap them.
Capable of.
Let's not forget the kidnapping.
Just like when I got hurt.
Oh, get over it. Seriously.
Couldn't wait to run over me, to take my position, to take my life.
Really?
Forget all about me.
This is why you're kidnapping little girls.
Marcus, I'm not gonna ask you again.
Forcing them to kill each other.
Get up.
What a loser.
It's not why I do it.
Ever thought about taking the classes, becoming a profiler?
No. I admire what you guys do, but I like my role. I like being the person the family can turn to. Being the voice the poor, overworked homicide detective can call when he runs out of leads.
And she's really good at it.
Yeah.
How do you decide who takes like priority? That is a hard job. I never really thought of that. Right, because you have to see all this like files and you have to put them in like a level of which one's more important, which one's more pressing, and kind of like leave others behind. I don't know, because you don't have time to work on all these cases. That's a tough job. I don't know if I would be able to do that. But yeah, some unsubs I can kind of like sympathize with. This one's like not at all. I'm like, dude, get over yourself. So you fucked up your knee and you couldn't play soccer anymore and you lost your friends. And so what, like, that's, I mean, I can understand it from like this little town, because sometimes that's the most important thing, and once you lose that, then you lose yourself and you feel like a complete loser and you lose your identity. But get over it. There's no reason to abduct like 3 girls and just completely mess up their lives, because these 2 girls are never going to be the same, ever. Wow. What a loser, really. I really enjoyed seeing JJ in like in the spotlight. I feel like she's always kind of behind the curtain. So it was cool to see her take more action in this. I really like that. And for a moment there, I thought that she was going to say like, yes, I'm interested, and she was going to be the replacement. But she seems to very, very happy with her job, and she's really good at it, so it's fine. So I'm wondering who is going to come in and replace Elle. Sometimes, like when in shows like this, when you have such a tight team and one of them leaves, I'm kind of like hesitant to like them. Am I gonna like them? Are they going to come here and like disturb stuff, mess up with the dynamics, right? So I'm curious to see what happens and who it is, because they have to, right? They have to add a female profiler. They can't just leave it like this. I would be pissed. I need some female power. So yeah. I'm sad because I really enjoyed this whole like Criminal Minds week. I love this show so much. It's so good. I hope you guys enjoyed it too, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Oh, Seattle! I lived there. That's the last place I lived in America. Did it go off? I'm assuming it did.
Hey, morning, JJ.
Because she doesn't look happy at all. Shit.
The Coast News
Oh,
Networks in the
shit.
country. It's the same information, just slightly different words.
So it's not a recorded message or script. Displays a measure of confidence.
He is brought back under control. What's it? He has to call back, and if this threat isn't followed by an event, no one will take any future calls
I
seriously.
know, it's like, could you be any more vague, dude?
Go ahead with the story. Absolutely not.
Fortunately, all we can do is wait.
Oh, shit. That's not good. That's not what you want to hear. you want a little bit more confidence. But I get it. Like, what else are you supposed to do a long time ago? Oh shit. All these people just trying to get to work and move on with their lives. So horrible. This is so terrifying because like everything is terrifying. Like serial killers are terrifying too, but like sometimes you can kind of avoid being a target for a serial killer. Like maybe like sometimes they target certain victims, like the victimology, you know, blonde hair, a certain age, whatever. You can kind of avoid that. You can avoid certain areas, right? If you know that some killings are happening in a certain area, you can avoid that. But like this, it's like you're just going to work, or you're at the bank, right? Like the bank robber. There's certain things that are just happening in just like an open area where you just thinking like, okay, you're just going to work, you're just getting back home, and all of a sudden, like this place blows up. Like it's just horrible.
Do you think that was enough?
It'll definitely stress him that his message isn't getting out.
What if he doesn't call?
But what message? You're not saying anything.
I'm uploading it to you now.
Yep.
You know, Seattle's the birthplace of some of the most cutting-edge technology in the world.
Yeah.
Where it began. I think we're ready to give a profile.
I believe the unsub resides in
I
Seattle.
thought it was like
All of
something
the
more
attacks
specific
must have
than
been
that.
just
Instead, he made a mistake.
But from that moment, through the next 3 decades of his life, Ed Kaczynski carried out a campaign of isolation and murder.
This unsub is male.
Did you stand up just to say that, Reed?
Possibly self-employed.
So dramatic.
They didn't tell anyone.
Well, the networks are incompetent. If you need to get your message out or you have a demand,
Well, maybe you should be
I'm in a much better
clearer
position to
also.
do that for
Like,
you.
what the fuck?
You have a name, sir?
We're the FFT Brigade.
No, I mean you specifically. What?
I won't need to call again. My message will be here when you arrive.
I'm sorry, when I arrive.
Oh.
What's that? Allegra?
Was that a gas station?
Workers within a week.
And if his demands aren't met, he says he'll detonate even larger bombs.
So we have an anti-technology
What?
bomber who so far has attacked computers, an automated cashier, an automated gas station, and a smart bus.
He calls himself Allegro.
What was it?
He told me to call him Allegro.
Of course. Yeah, it's a book.
Yeah, it ought to be.
No. Dr. Emery Cook, he's supposed to be some kind of computer genius, pioneer in artificial life.
Yeah, Cook. He developed software that mirrors the human reproductive system. Computers that can replicate themselves.
So maybe Cook
That's scary as fuck.
So that would definitely be imitating events from the book. Allegro and his army not only destroy robots, but they assassinate the scientists that are responsible for creating them.
Was anybody surprised? Because I sure hell wasn't.
Umbrella.
Hotch, Gideon just talked to this guy. Offered him security, but he refused.
Mm-hmm.
We were gonna set it up anyway.
I doubt it would have helped.
No.
What do you mean?
I mean, it was already in the car.
Compression detonator. It had to have been.
Much more. In fact, I'm going to visit an old acquaintance right now. I'd invite you, but you're all going to be very busy.
Got
I
it.
just had a thought.
The last
but-
copy left. According to the clerk, it's actually become a pretty popular novel in science fiction circles.
Hutch.
Suspicious package was found at the waterworks. The report says it looks like a pipe bomb. We're on our way there now.
Hello?
I don't know why I had this like
Where's the
this
cans?
thought, because he says that is someone in Seattle important to you, and this woman is in Seattle, and he seems to be very obsessed with the book that she wrote. So, are they related somehow? Because the thought that just came to my mind is like maybe this is his mom, but I don't know if like the age match, and maybe she abandoned him or something, and then he grew up reading her book and kind of became like obsessed with it and kind of associating that with like the fact that she's his mom. I don't know. That's just like...
Cause, and he's killing people for the sake of it.
But Empty Planet is a fantasy.
Not to this man.
How could anyone think it's more than that?
Well,
Fortunately, it's
obviously they're
impossible to
delusional.
predict how an unstable mind will interpret something.
As an expert on artificial life and Dr. Brazier on...
Artificial intelligence.
Dr. Brazier have an office on campus?
No, it's across town at Rolling Hills.
And I need a seat. Stop the door, man! Stop the door! Listen to me. Do not touch the ignition. Put the car in park. Man, put the
Oh
car
my
in
god,
park.
that's
Don't
so
touch the
scary.
ignition. Don't panic. I'm FBI.
FBI?
Dr. Brazier?
Yes, I'm Dr. Brazier.
It's her.
Girl, let me call you back. Hey.
There's a bomb under your seat.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god. This is horrible.
Well, if there's mercury, we got problems.
Oh shit. I hope there isn't any mercury. That'd be a cool job. Be a explosives expert.
Morgan, I'm ordering you to step away from the car.
How'd you know I respect you? I'm not leaving her.
Morgan.
You should listen to your friends.
With you. Got it?
Oh my god.
My girl is using one of my hands. Now, Cassie.
Yeah.
You might need the other one, so come on. Do what you gotta do. Let's do this.
That was yeah, this time. Yeah. Yeah, they're okay.
Me too.
Did you recognize it and just didn't want to say?
Give the manifesto a little more thought. Maybe something will occur to you without the pressure of us looming over you.
You go back over your student lists.
Do you know who it is? Bitch, are you lying?
And he's reunited with his birth mom and thanks her for having the strength to give him a better life. But ironically, he realizes that she herself has become a robot. So he kills her. He sacrifices the one person in the world he has a biological connection with for the greater good.
Wow. Thought we were talking about some geeky sci-fi book here.
That sounds like Greek tragedy.
It's not played as a tragedy at all, though. In fact, his mother's incredibly proud of this final act. Like it's the ultimate fulfillment of his destiny. Proof that she was right to have
Yes.
given him up in the first place.
Mother.
But is that actually his mom, or is this part of the delusion? That's the question.
Kenneth, did you do this?
Because he could have been like adopted.
Did you kill
and
Dr. Cook?
made
You
this
read my
all up in his
manifesto?
head.
A baby for adoption, and that baby was the inspiration for the book.
Doesn't mean
That is
anything.
true. That is true, but that is not the whole story.
It doesn't mean it's you, dude. But I get it. Like he needed to find. Sometimes I feel like when dealing with this type of people that are so deep in their delusion, trying to get them out of it doesn't work. So
For a
maybe it's
year,
better
I
to
sat
just
right
like
there. Right there! And you
operate.
never saw me! How could you not recognize me?
Just come to me. I could have
And
explained.
then I realized the only way to get you to see me was to live out the book. Well, guess what? I did that, and now you see me.
Doesn't have to end this way.
This is how it ends!
You can change the ending. It does not have to. I don't even. How does it begin? I don't even know the story. Tell me
yeah,
the story.
shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot
I
him.
don't know who you are. Are you in the story on that girl? Start. Leave us alone. Tell me the story. I want to know who you are. Are you in the story?
I don't tell me you're gonna jump in front of him. Seriously?
Get an ambulance.
But I feel like that would just give
JJ, a
him
lot of science
more into his
fiction-
delusion that that's his mom, because she
There's
saved
some
him.
genuine human emotions.
Yeah, let me save you the time, Reed. I'm never going to Comic-Con with you. Chin.
Gideon, I couldn't leave that lady out there by herself like that.
No.
I didn't say you were wrong. And what he said, I said. I said.
Yeah, you are an admirable person. Yeah, I had to go back because I thought I saw this and heard this, and I was like, "What did he call JJ retarded?" Says you're borderline retarded. Oh my God, Reed. Anyways, great episode. Yeah, Morgan is MVP, man. What he did was amazing. Just not leaving her alone to deal with the situation. It made her feel like a lot safer just to have someone there to hold her hand through the whole thing. He's such a good guy. So yeah, and then the lady like saving him at the end. I don't know. I feel like that's gonna just make him think that like even more that that's his mom because she saved his life. So I don't know if that's gonna help, but it's admirable too. You know, trying to save this kid because he's completely lost. He's obviously not thinking straight and he needs a lot of therapy. Maybe, yeah, killing him wasn't the best thing, but I mean, he had a bomb, so it's not like they had a lot of choices. But at the end, it all, I mean, it's like a happy ending, I guess. He can get his therapy, she didn't die, and everything worked out. So that's good. But still, he did kill people, so he deserves to pay for those things. Some justice needs to be done, right? So I don't know. It's probably gonna just go to like a mental hospital for like criminally insane or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, it's great that it was in Seattle, even though I didn't recognize anything. Even like the buses looked different, so I don't know if it was actually in Seattle and they just used a bus and just said, like, painted it as like Seattle, like the bus transit. It doesn't matter, just like the little details, but I liked it. I liked the episode. I liked the idea of being like anti-tech and just someone that got so traumatized and couldn't get over the fact that not only did he learn that he was adopted, but it was that knowledge and the fact that he couldn't help his dad that just sent him in this hole, right, in this deep state of delusion and denial. And it's very sad if you think about it, but yeah, going from thinking that to actually murder people, it's like a huge step. So I liked it. I was gonna say something else, but I don't remember what I was gonna say. Yeah, I just like all the like character interactions in this one. You know, it's really good that Gideon said that about Morgan, and then Morgan learned about it, and you know, because sometimes Gideon, he doesn't really say things like that as much, right? He has different ways of showing that he respects you and he cares about you. So when he actually says things out loud, it's kind of like special. I don't know. So it's great. I really appreciate that. And also you have the moments between Morgan and Garcia, which is like always brings such a like levity, right? And the mood kind of changes because everything's so dark, but then you have those two and then you're gonna smile for a little bit because it's cute. So yeah, very, very interesting episode. Still no replacement for Elle. Still waiting for that. I'm kind of nervous about it, actually. So we'll see what happens in the next one. Bye.
Wait. Did you hear that? Came from over here. Molly?
Yeah, don't go after him.
Honey? Daddy's here.
No, dude, no. Really?
Molly.
Yeah. Don't follow a stranger into the woods.
Mom.
So there's 2 unsubs in here? One is low risk and one is high risk. It seems like she's expecting something.
Well, I guess I was hoping you could tell me where to put my stuff.
I'm sorry.
I'm supposed to start here.
Oh yay! She L's replacement.
Confusion, but you've been misinformed. Excuse me. It's very good to see you again.
Okay, but you need someone. That was rude, Hodge. So to just leave her with a box just standing there?
St. Louis is in trouble.
They've got 2 serial killers.
Oh, yeah, shit.
This killer abducts his victims from public places, dumps them
Did
in
it
woods.
happen at the
He
same
consulted us months ago.
time, the same day? Wait, so this is weird because I know there was a serial killer back where they already knew who he was and they were like searching him. But is this like the first time where we actually see the serial killer's face at the beginning? At least one of them. Right? The guy who killed the mom. Well, they're both moms, but at the park. And then we don't know who the other one is, so that's interesting. That was just one serial killer. We kind of like know who it is.
Empty inside or something?
He uses hollow point bullets.
Does he
No one
feel
knew the sound
empty
system until he
inside?
sent this letter.
Well, he's killed more victims, but look who he's chosen. Hundreds of victims go unnoticed because...
How did I not see someone take my wife?
Mr. Carroll, the man who did this.
Because
Somehow
you
he
were
just
out
fits
there
right
busy taking care of
Doesn't
your
look or
daughter.
sound
It's
like
not
he
your
does.
fault. I mean, like you said.
Well, hey, little lady.
You don't think that that's gonna happen ever. Don't tell me you're this nasty bitch that's gonna like, you know. This is awful too. What the fuck?
You gonna judge me or ask questions?
Is there anyone that can help you with the kids?
Is that what you came here for?
And we've just been assigned your daughter's case. We're in the process of gathering information, but not that they're missing. Part of her job was to stay below the radar. Doesn't mean that she was any less important.
No.
She made bad choices. But she was a good person. She loved those boys.
Hi.
Really appreciate you coming so quickly.
Yeah.
Why don't you set up in here?
Wow, you've got lots of evidence for the Mill Creek killer case. What about the Hollow Man?
Right here.
They don't give a shit.
There's been at least 8 women shot. This is all we've got?
You know these cases don't generate much evidence.
Could get on a serial killer's radar by writing about another one.
We're gonna ask that you not print anything relating to the Hollow Man or the women he's killed.
Well, don't those victims deserve just as much ink as those other women?
Satisfy his need for attention. He could disappear, and I'm sorry, we can't take that chance.
Excuse me, Agent Giroux.
But then it's gonna
We
it's
just
gonna
found
seem that
Ellen Carroll's body.
they didn't care, or that they don't care about that particular case.
Agents Gideon?
Sex acts with dead bodies are rare occurrences. However, Bundy did it regularly.
So how's this gonna help us to catch?
Well, we know he has a ritual. He needs to defile the bodies. Next time we'll be here waiting for him.
Just like you.
Wow. Broad daylight. You shot both of them? Oh no.
In fact, media attention could have fueled him to kill more.
I don't know that for sure. This is all just a guessing game, isn't it?
No. It's behavioral analysis. We're dealing with an offender who believes that murdering people is a good way to become famous.
All I know is you told me to ignore him and he takes 2 lives. If I dismiss this double homicide, what happens tomorrow?
We won't know until then.
God, JJ has so much patience to deal with the public, like...
He'll come back. He needs to see Meredith again.
This bastard has killed 7 women on my watch.
Calm the scene. Oh, no, please. Please, stop.
No.
Let's clear the immediate area. Post yourselves along the perimeter. It's imperative that you become invisible.
That's not him, is it?
FBI, stay down! And
That's what I can see. Okay, just take it easy.
Oh, you idiot.
Myers. The hell? You're the Mill Creek killer.
No.
Follow the Cottonwood Trail through Sawgrass Cove.
Wait a minute. We just figured this out ourselves. How could another killer know the specifics about someone else's dump site? What's going on?
It's gonna be all over the news. Investigation.
Getting the attention he's been craving.
But if the shooter really wants to get the other guy arrested, he would have called us and not the media.
He must know the Mill Creek killer needs to revisit the body.
If he can't defile the woman again, it'll become so strong it could push him into a frenzy.
If that happens, this guy's just a time bomb waiting to explode.
But how did he know the exact location?
Okay, I know it's here. I just used it.
Well, you know what? Forget the phone. Maybe it'll start for you.
No. What?
Walk with me. It's right around the corner.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
Oh,
No.
that.
Walk with me.
Let go of me.
Scream fire.
Definitely something in the paper.
Are they communicating?
I figured it out.
What is it?
They're talking in the classifieds.
Why the personals?
Characters from Catcher in the Rye.
Oh.
Widely accepted as a love book of sociopaths. Mark David Chapman quoted it after killing John Lennon.
Deranged minds identify with Holden's alienation and detachment.
I found the initial contact. It ran in the paper unchanged for months. We have different tastes, but I can appreciate your art, Sonny.
Sonny's the Hollow Man. He initiated contact.
What's he getting out of it?
I mean, it's a good plan.
What do you think? Does it sound like the Hollow Man?
Hopefully the Mill Creek killer will buy it.
Dear Holden, they say imitation is the highest form of flattery. Since you were almost in harm's way, I thought I'd share some art. Should make you feel better.
Ugh. You nasty bitch.
FBI! Get out! Stay down!
One down, one to go. I mean, definitely thought the Hollow Man would be easier to catch. Was that upsetting? I thought the two of you were friends, that you admired each other's work.
I don't know the Hollow Man. But if I did, I'd say he sounds like an obsessed fan.
Is that how you see yourself, as somebody famous? But he's smart.
Yeah,
Found
keep
Meredith
digging.
Dale's body.
Keep digging your hole.
He even told the media about it.
Whoever taught him very well.
That's probably true. Just sounds like the student turns on the teacher.
No. He was protecting him.
Is that what you think the Hollow Man was doing?
Well,
What else could it be? Manipulating you, gaining your trust. When he got it, the Hollow Man set you up.
I killed him. But you can't tell anyone. I went back.
Okay.
You can't.
The women of St. Louis can rest easy tonight. After a
They
long
can do whatever the hell they
Mill
want,
Creek
dude.
killer is in custody. Most
Oh my
complex
God,
criminals
seriously?
for years. Questions? Yes.
What's the FBI doing about the other serial killer?
We have new information about that case. We no longer believe the shootings are related. Yes.
What's the new information?
We believe there are isolated incidents, and we're looking into the possibility that the last two were copycats. This is no longer a BAU case. It lacks a certain sophistication, class. There's just nothing elegant about it.
But Agent Jerome,
That's all the questions we'll take for now. Thank you.
There's nothing elegant about it. I mean,
Set the date. We'll see if he takes
I mean, I know why, but it sounds like to the general public, it sounds so bad. Like, holy shit, they don't care.
Stay down. Give me your weapon. Now. Get up.
Really? That's all it took?
He told you to say those things about me, didn't he? He told you to use those words.
What was your plan exactly? Good job! You caught 2 sons of bitches. Because he's not important.
He was a nobody who wanted to be somebody by killing people, and they didn't give him that.
Good.
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 Mahatma Gandhi once said,
Oh my god, you're still there?
"Please tell me you haven't been there for the last 4 days."
I heard you were flying back tonight.
Heard? How could you have heard a thing like that?
This was dropped off today.
I appreciate your interest, Agent, but profiling is a specialty. We can't just let anyone
Okay,
who wants
then
to
test
give it a
her.
The I-80 killer, organized. He's a white male, early 30s, and a smooth talker, because even after 11 victims, he can still convince educated women who know there's a predator out there to get into his car.
How would you advise the police?
I would stake out the ranch house, a nightclub in Gary. They have a very popular ladies' night on Thursdays. If you look closely, you'll see that 8 out of the 11 victims went missing on a Friday morning, so something gets this creep's motor running on Thursdays.
Good, you're good.
I belong in this unit, and all I'm asking you for is the chance to show you that.
Yes!
Understood.
We brief new cases every morning at 10 a.m. You can see facilities management about a desk.
You won't be sorry.
She looks like she kicks some ass. Ooh, I'm excited. We got a woman on the field. I like her. She's been there for like 2 seconds and I'm already in love with her. What the fuck? She seems so great. So I'm excited to see what else she can do. She seems to be very smart, very straightforward. She didn't like back out like, oh, okay, it was a mistake, so I'm gonna just leave. Like, no, she wants this and she goes for what she wants, and I appreciate that. Very, very cool episode, like the 2 killer thing. I really liked it. I really liked the difference between the killers, and it also puts like the whole idea of how the level of importance, right? Like when you see a suburban mom get killed, that's kind of like a respectful member of the community, versus a prostitute who gets killed. They put more emphasis and more importance in the first person, and they kind of like forget a little bit about the prostitute. They don't even like look for the killer, or I don't know. It's very sad, but it happens, because I've seen cases where there's a serial killer who only targets prostitutes, and they're treating it like, okay, whatever, it's connected, but the killer doesn't get that high profile, or it doesn't get the priority that it needs until, oh, it's not just prostitutes, it's actually just women. And then when the killer kills someone from like a good family and whatever, and that's when it's the thing changes. I think there's this Netflix documentary about the Ripper of not the Ripper from the 1800s, but like I think it was in the 70s. There was a guy who was killing prostitutes, or they thought they were killing prostitutes in the UK. Anyways, very, very interesting. And I like how they also talked about the whole idea of people thinking that they can become famous or trying to get famous by doing some evil shit like killing. And I feel that that's also very accurate and very realistic, because there's people who have done that, who just decide, oh, I'm just going to be a serial killer because I want to be famous. Because for some reason, and I feel like in the United States is where this happens the most, we give serial killers too much, like, you put them in the limelight and they do become famous. You know, they get documentaries, they get attention, their trials get like aired, and you have t-shirts, for God's sake. And like the other day I was like watching some like BS on Tumblr about people who are obsessed with Ted Bundy, like Ted Nation or some shit. And it's like, it's crazy that this happens. And the more attention that you give these people, the more they're killing. So we're kind of like, without us really being aware, like especially the media, because more like often than not is the media who actually gives the serial killers a name, right? Like the Night Stalker or the Milk Creek Killer. They're the ones that actually give them the popularity that they have. And they're feeding into this thing, and they're just feeding the monster. They're just making the monster bigger. And it's hard because you have to report certain things too, because you just cannot just ignore it. But I just wish that sometimes the media would be a little more to the point, like, okay, this is a serial killer, you know, this is the victimology, blah, 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 and not make it so, I don't know, like, so attention, give them so much attention like that. Like the stories is just like, that's all they talk about when there's like an active serial killer. It's like all over the news. And it's like the sensationalism, that's the word. I wish they didn't sensationalize this whole thing and they could be more objective about it. But I don't know. It's just tough. But yeah, I really liked that at the end they didn't give this guy what he wanted, which was to be famous and to be known as someone who killed prostitutes. And the main focus was on the victims, because right now I can guarantee that not a lot of people know who the hell Ted Bundy killed. They know Ted Bundy, they know Jeffrey Dahmer, but I'm assuming like the victims, they just become like background noise, and it's very, very sad. It's very sad. And I'm not putting myself outside of that, because I blame myself too, because I'm into this whole like situation where I'm very interested in learning, and I'm reading about crime and watching documentaries and watching the show, right? I'm not doing it with kind of like fascination in that way. It's just, to me, it's just interesting to know why they do these things. But it is really sad that this is the world we have right now. Anyways, thank you for joining me, guys, and I hope you had fun watching this episode. We have a new girl, Prentiss, is that the name? And I'm very excited. So we'll see what happens, because I'm assuming the next episode is going to be her first case. So I can't wait to see that. I'll see you guys then. Bye.